Welcome back, folks. 欢迎大家回来。今天是第32天, right? You had a pull-ups ad and a game ad? Dang. Petitious, is there something you want to tell me about why you got a pull-up ad? Algorithm thinks you got kids? That's kind of funny. Or are you secretly getting crunk with like getting swole with the calisthenics, pull-ups ads? Or wait, we're talking about like exercise pull-ups, right? Not, I don't know if there are any other types of other pull-ups, but maybe. Oh, diapers. Oh, my bad. Is there something you want to tell me, Fictitious? Congratulations on your kid, by the way. Congratulations. I didn't realize you became a father recently. You don't know what pull-ups are? No, I do. I just didn't think about them at first, okay? Calm down. No, listen. I know what pull-ups are, okay? I just don't think about them, okay? What do you think Listen, Fictitious, what do you think I am? A father? You think I have kids too? Don't even at me right now. Like, what do you think I think of? Diapers? Come on. Hey, it's a little different story, okay? I don't think about diapers all the time. I know, it's the pull-up. Like, I even see the box, like the type of diapers it is probably too. It's probably that standard diaper that have the pull-ups on it. I can complaining about being insinuated. Look, YouTube, look at this. Google doesn't even give me pull-ups for diapers when I type pull-ups. They give me heckin' calisthenic things, okay? Yeah, the heckin' Pampers. The Pamper brand is what I'm thinking of. The heckin' Pampers brand pull-ups. Alright, that's enough talk. How can one advertise actual pull-up though? Like a pull-up stand machine? Like a standing pull-up station? Because I get those ads a lot. Like, I get these things a lot because I bought one too. These things. Right, there's a bar here. So, like these type of things. Those type of pull-up areas. I own a standing pull-up. Heckin' fictitious accusing me. Avow was the game ad. Oh, that's not bad. Avow is a pretty big title that's coming out soon. Fictitious. I think that's one of people are looking forward to that because it's in Obsidian Entertainment's next game, right? That's a pretty topical game launch. I'm surprised you didn't get a Monster Hunter Wild game ad. I would be really confused if you got a Like a Dragon Yakuza Pirate ad. Well, actually, Sega just does ads like within their little space as opposed to. Although I can definitely see Monster Hunter Wild being the ad of this month. A Valve comes out this month as well, I think, right? Or like very soon, even earlier. I'm looking forward to seeing if Obsidian pulls a nice game because I don't mind. I would like to watch. Yeah, a Valve is slightly before. Yeah, a Valve is 3 days before Pirate Yakuza, and then Pirate Yakuza is like 7 days before, or like 5 days before Monster Hunter Wild. You've gotten some sort of streamer doing an ad at times. I don't recall what for. Oh, interesting. I'm kind of curious. Oh, which by the way, Sorry, I'm gonna change the topic. My bad. I don't care about you, fictitious. I'm kidding. Not right now. I'm. There are some. There was a UI update for HanziHero, right? It's really neat. So now, I was thinking maybe they do the scrolling thing, like the scrolling box thing, but instead they use collapsibles. So now you have collapsibles. So, and it tells you the count up here. There are other quality of life things like dictionary thing. I didn't enable the dictionary beta yet, but there was back end and front end changes to the dictionary where you can add and like link and consolidate any words into HanziHero, right, between dictionaries. So you can customize that to your own liking. I haven't used it yet. I'll probably use it when I'm a little more advanced into my like vocabulary database. Maybe if I encounter a word that I really like or like really want to use, I might add the words into my HanziHero instead. So in the future, I might not end up using Anki for the Chinese side of things. I might add it into HanziHero, and then for the Anki side of things, I'll probably use Anki to create genre specific decks for video game purposes, like deck builders and stuff. So we'll try to curate and keep on making different Anki decks for all the different game genres that I'll have. But in terms of this, there's a beta for dictionary, and the dictionary can use HanziHero's thing. So people are testing that right now, like dictionary items. Here, on the flip side of things, now they have a counter and it's collapsible so that you can expand it. Like there's 43 items, right? But only 2 rows are displayed at any time. And then you can now do studies. You can now do studies based on your range. So you can decide, oh, I want to study between these 2 periods, or you want to study from here to here, right? And it'll include all the items. So now here are the items, right? It expands the range. So that's pretty sweet. I think this is a great compromise on how people said like, oh, can I like get a more tailored way of viewing things? And this is a great solution to some of the limitations. So now like oh, I'm only interested in the last, like between January 15th and January 23rd, right? That's a pretty neat solution, I think. And the nice thing I like about this, as opposed to like wiki stats, or not wiki stats, Wanikani stats, is it still maintains the default coding. Like what I don't particularly like about Wanikani stats is the coding deals with its level in the Wanikani segment. So it's hard for me, like I'm looking for vocabulary, so I'm going to look for purple. I'm not sure if I can change it, but just a while ago, like 15 minutes ago, when I was trying to figure out the one vocabulary word, I kept looking at purple, but purple was designed to indicate guru, like the master of its thing. It doesn't label the vocabulary, so it took me a while to find it. In this case, they decide to do with a default thing and not display like its level. Like it's not purple, green, or blue or purple in this way. So these are not suggesting these are experts. It's vocabulary. So I kind of like that. It's a great little addition. Oh, and all your graphs and stuff. Wait, yeah, all your graphs and stuff also normalizes to that. So we're doing like, and by default, it displays, I don't know what default it displays, but now I don't have to go over all the mistakes. Like earlier at the end or the beginning of each session, I would say, oh yeah, this was from 2 days ago. this is from yesterday, and then I keep going over the relevant mistakes of my previous thing. Now I don't have to do that. Literally, Kevin already got asked that a bunch of times, right? And Kevin did it. Isn't it great? I love when tools are in development, right? So now I can tell when I made the mistakes. And these are the mistakes I made yesterday. Neat. I think it's incredibly neat. All right. So let's cover, and speaking of which, that serves my purpose. Let's see. So yesterday my error was crossbeam. I typed work over and over again. I typed work and job, and it's crossbeam because it's not the character. And then I Mao, not meow. I put in an extra wrong initials. E Zai. How did I screw this up? Oh, it's the definition. Repeated. Repeatedly. I wrote again. And 在家 this was a typo. Actually, I typed 4 instead of 1. It happens. Yeah. Nice. I'm not okay, and also some dispelling. I'm not saying what Kevin is doing is better or worse for any particular person. For me, the way Kevin designs their tools and his solutions and how he responds to like community feedback and whatnot is closer to what I would do. So I tend to resonate and I'm more practiced in the way that Kevin's doing it. Like, for example, lessons are not gated, soft gated by any specific thing, and then trusting the process of reviewing where it stacks on the paces of lessons. Like the many of the design, I'm more accustomed to this pace and this design. So it's not better or worse. And I echo something that Ko has to say very often. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't. The idea is that Ko is more focused on tailoring and being good at the thing they're good at, right? That's the idea, the target audience. In order to make Wanikani consistently satisfactory, the target audience is curated based on a commitment to a specific focus or approach. And Kevin is too. And Kevin has to answer that as well. Like when someone says, oh, can you fundamentally change whatever this is to reflect Wanikani? The answer is no. Kevin has different things and it's producing different results, right? The other person who wants to change it to Wanikani or the way Wanikani does things is effectively Wanikani works better for them. And that's very different from criticizing a product and saying which is better without understanding how it's designed, in my opinion. And that's an echo that both Kevin and Ko says in a different way. And they have to say that consistently, right? It's not, you can't just ignore those things, but it happens quite a bit. I do on first take am far more resonating with how Kevin does things, but I am trying to figure out how to get on the code train right now. Duolingo took a while. Like Duolingo was maybe 100 days in when I started feeling like, yeah, this routine's gonna last me until the end of the course, but I will still continue to develop my routine. But Duolingo was much more of an uphill battle with like memory and stuff. Okay, so let's get into our lesson.
那些
那些 those that some is those. Yeah, that's right on point. Also, personal bias, of course. 那些 reminds me of Fujianese. So, and it could be also inherent that maybe the way Kevin is teaching something, it happens to be Mandarin, right? And Mandarin kind of lines up with English a lot more when it comes to like the construction aspect of words. So oftentimes in the beginning, it might not be true later, but for the beginning, like up to conversational, most of the combinations of things, it's like, oh yeah, that some. In English, it's like, well, that's those. So whenever you hear the mnemonics, it's like, well, you don't really need a mnemonic because it checks out. Occasionally, you'll have something that's a little bit of a stretch, but ultimately, when you're describing in English, it has a very natural way of describing it. I don't know if it'll work for Japanese, but Ko chooses not to do that, right? So that is a choice that they made. Kevin is like, well, the word those is the plural of that, so which is used to refer to some things over there. So those, right? It's like bonk right on your head. And then I often feel like that's what Chinese feels like to me, or Mandarin feels like to me, where 1 plus 1, even if you say it in English, you know what the meaning is the moment you recognize it, right? There's no hoops and whatnot. Maybe this is a slight plug for Mandarin as a gateway to Japanese or the other way around. 那些是英文书，那些汉字 Yeah. I don't think that's modified, right? That's the actual character. Yep. Okay. I actually didn't ever get this character in... Did I? Oh no, I might have gotten it on one of the chapters. Not too often though. Oh, wait. Maybe it was Hanyu first. Oh wait, this is simplified, right? Hanyu. Let me see what Hanyu is. Oh, never mind. It was simplified. That's why this doesn't look familiar. Yeah, it was simplified. Okay. 那些
从事
同事 So to follow matter, to undertake. See what I mean? If you're following a matter, you're undertaking it. Like you're investigating it. You're undertaking to follow a problem, right? So when you resolve to undertake something, you decide to follow that matter to the very end. Yeah, to undertake. And you can use synonyms in a way that is helpful, which is also a design of the person. Engage in is probably closer to what I would say, and it's already here. And if you resonate with the developer who writes these things, synonyms can be really telling of a background as well. Sometimes it's like way out of left field, and then I disagree occasionally with them. Like to enter is also to come in, for example, but enter was not used as an alternative for to come in, right? Things like that, it happens. But ultimately, I resonate a lot more with Kevin so far. 从事科学 pursuits. Oh, that's Zhong, right? That's Zhong. What is this? It's not Hua, no. 谁中 no.
从事科学活动
活动 Oh, it's 活动 And wrong. I thought it was Zhong, but Dong. Oh right. It's Zhong is just the left character on its own. As in like importance. Dong Dong, what is I? Dongwu, animal. That's my prototyping. And oh, it's ke, not ke. 中式科学，哎，你从事什么？你从事什么工作？What's your right?
你从事什么工作？
What is your job? What's your job? 对，从事。
从事
What am I supposed to say here? Oh.
关上
Guanshang. Okay, to turn off. Interesting. So, shut above. Ooh, this one's a little stretch. When you turn off a light switch, you move your hand from above. Oh, I like that. Yeah, thinking of a switch. You move your hand down to turn off the switch. I like it. Okay. You move your hand from above and push downward to flip the switch down. Sorry for anyone who does the reverse. I'm not sure of how often people do the reverse. Maybe there's a world out there where to shut off something is to flip the switch up. That would be kind of weird. Above and push downward to... Oh, but depending on your orientation, you could be... No. Weird. Push down and shut electricity from flowing. Yeah, to turn off, turning off, turns off, turned off, right? To shut off, to shut, close, to close. Oh, he even added close. Which is nice. Oh, here's a funny little story. When I was learning English, my sister did this too. When I was learning English back in the day, there was a tendency to say to close the light, right? To close the light. And that came from, I often think that came from because being exposed to Chinese of some sort, right? And I'm using Chinese, obviously including Fujianese, right? So because of this, oftentimes whenever I hear people say close the light as opposed to turn off the lights, when I was younger, some people chuckled whenever I said, "Oh yeah, should we close the light?" Right? As opposed to should we turn off the lights? So they would make comments like, "You don't close the light, you turn off the light," right? And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And from then on, I haven't said to close the light, but generally speaking, this is a reason why when you say close, shut, turn off, it can collapse into in Mandarin. They can all be the same word, kind of like he, she, it is collapsed into one word. So kind of a reminder. It reminds me of those times when someone said like, "Huh, that's really funny. Like we don't close lights, we turn off lights here." Hence the two different words. You know, these are three different English words. 请关上电脑。OK， 晚上要关上电。I was gonna say dung, but that can't be dung, right? Oh wait, oh there's fire there. So maybe like 点灯.
晚上要关上电灯。
电灯, yeah. 电灯. Okay, so that's the traditional for light. 灯. Won't including both up above and downward in a mnemonic be misleading? It really is. Yeah. Yeah, I think it can be. It can be, yeah. I think the emotion, right? The emotion may help. For me, that's how this is how I imagine this. So by coincidence, this is helpful for me. However, someone might have to reorient themselves for this mnemonic. For me, I always imagine what my hand is doing. My hand is doing the motion from above and below, and it has been this way because I have already coincidentally done that. But yeah, it most definitely would be confusing if above is below and below becomes above, like down and up. There's also another one that's confusing, is forward and behind, like in front and behind, but behind is after, and forward is before. So totally understand. Another one would be what was the other one? It's something like to lend someone, the direction is the person, then the direction the item is being transferred, and then in Japanese it's the other direction. And then also, like, for example, in Japanese, to compare things, the first thing is I think it was this I forgot which way already. Like in Japanese, it's compared in the opposite direction that Chinese is. And Chinese is compared in the same direction that English is. Crazy, that will cross the it'll become a problem if it becomes a problem. Good old mnemonics. The thing I like about mnemonics is it will probably be misleading. You think of the light bulb always being above us. Oh, I see. Interesting. So how would you interpret turning it off? Because this is this ue and shang are synonymous with each other. However, if you're turning it above, if you're like shutting it above, that still works, right? Because if the light is above, what are you shutting off? You're shutting off the light. Oh wait, I don't, that's a challenge. Yeah, because this is shut. So this has to define what shutting is. So you would need a mnemonic that has something to do with telling you to shut something off, but in the direction of above. Because the reverse is going to be, actually, I don't even know. I don't actually know if turn on is guan sha. I don't know if it's guan sha. I guess we'll find out soon. Oh yeah, it's the next one. No, it's not the next one. It's not displayed yet. Guan sha is going to be pointed down for turning on. I don't think this is a problem for Japanese, because Japanese would use on and off as as a single kanji and does not require a position modifier. In Chinese, you have position modifiers for actions as part of the phrase a lot of times. So to turn off, you need a often it can be modified with a position. Like in school would be xiang would be in. So then you can say school. Oh no, not in. Xiang isn't in. Oh, well, sometimes it is. like li would be like it would come off in Japanese as ni, where ni is like gakko, right? Gakko ni. It would be 学校里 学校里 would be where the position is. So these are often after the thing. It's interesting. You can draw up quite a lot of parallelisms and then differences. Fun. Wait. Yeah. 方向
关上
方向
一些
一些 okay. Some. Yeah, if you have one bunch of some is some, right? One instance of some is still some. 一些他会 no 他买了一些水果他买了一些水果
他买了一些水果。
他买了 wow my is very short 他买了一些水果他想吃一些甜点
他想吃一些甜点。
哦甜点 wait oh no it's just higher it's a higher 3 yeah 甜点你有一些薯冰I don't know what this is let's see 冰鞋吗
你有一些冰块吗？
冰块 oh my gosh no heck no why I didn't know that was 快 dang oh wait hold up is it 快 as in oh is it this does that simplify to this ain't no way all right find out 冰块 it is yep okay 冰块 oh all right okay neat yeah
一些从不
同步 to follow to not follow never 重来 is the more common one that I use 重来 but 从不 something that never happens have no event that follows okay because it never happened to begin with yeah that last part is a little stretch but okay no event that follows okay 重不他上班从不probably 骑 that's probably 骑 the traditional of 骑到
他上班从不迟到。
迟到 not 迟到 I said 骑 because of I can CHI 迟到
他上班从不迟到。
I read this as 骑 because of domaji 迟到他从不看电视 yep because of the simplification of this character 电视 okay
从不
all right more vocabulary nah Yeah.
那些
Cool.
从不
同事
从事
关上
关上
关上关上关上一些
一些
Okay. All right. 3 more batches to go. Let's go. Okay. 关门. Yep. If you're shutting the door, you know, if you're shutting the entrance, you're closing up. Ooh, close down as well. Yeah, you gotta love. This is probably one of the things that I would say could attract people to Mandarin, largely because all of this has to be here because of the lack of conjugation. There's, you know, no conjugation for this. Close, closes, close, closing, to close up, to close down and close down. Those are like there are more versions of this actually. There to shut down, the shutdown, shutting down. Like they're still fairly more like English phrases that could kind of fit in here too, as a as a establishment from these characters. So it feels one thing I honestly, one of the things that I kind of feel that is very attractive about Mandarin sometimes is you get a lot of mileage. You get a lot of mileage from knowing a couple words in the beginning. Like I think Mandarin has a really high cap when it comes to like being eloquent and all that stuff, but it also feels sometimes like English where there's a low cap, right? You don't have to necessarily say the right conjugation like close, closes, close, closing without losing the meaning when someone like is learning a language. And here you have Guanmen, but you don't have to worry about in what context or anything. You provide the context. Like yesterday I closed, but it's still Guanmen. I can't imagine Chinese with French Russian conjugations. I know, right? Dude. um my basic understand like in terms of conjugation with Spanish, so I can't even imagine what a nightmare it would be to try to add conjugation to Mandarin. Like Vietnamese is also like this. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, Chong, Tong. Yeah, I heard that Vietnamese is like this too. A lot of Vietnamese Americans that I've met across my life here, Vietnamese is pretty common here. Um, we talk about this too, like in a novice perspective, like in a speaking perspective. I'm like, how do you say close something? Say the same thing. Like, so how do you say close yesterday? Same thing. We're like, okay, we understand the convenience of not having to say all of these things. Pretty funny though. So this has at least present. Um, honestly, I think this is like present progressive, past tense. Jaren, right? Present. Oh no, is this present progressive? I see. Can't even name these properly. And to close up, I'm not even. Is that like a verb phrase? I don't even know what the part of speech is for these in English anymore. Like close down, is that a verb phrase to? I don't know. 商店 OK 商店几点？商店几点关门？关门。
商店几点关门？
Oh, they're verb phrases. Okay. Yeah, 商店下午5点关门。
商店下午5点关门。
Okay. All right. Okay. 关门。
关门。
I immediately had to think about like, wait, how do I express this in English? I was like, to shut, to close. What was the word? And I think a lot of times it's far. Whenever I have to like interpret for my parents, this is the stuff that I have to juggle most of the time. Like my doctor, like their doctor would say like 4 different things, but when you're expressing it in Fujianese to my parents, it would condense itself. Like it would naturally condense itself to something else, right? So you're like, sometimes I don't know if my parents ever feel like, wait, the doctor said a lot of things. Like, are you sure that's all they said? So my parents would say something like, are you sure that's all they said? Like, is there anything else? Like, no, that's it. And then my doctor would the doctor would sometimes be like, huh, I hope you like, do your parents understand? Like, because there's like a interpretation does condense things. Like I try to condense things, but at the same time, there's things that naturally condenses in English when it comes to interpreting it to my parents. Chinese people or Vietnamese people in their language rarely distinguish between subject and object. Indeed. Therefore, they do not follow dualistic thinking like Europeans. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Mm-hmm. I'm not entirely sure my English has affected me in the way that um that would be very apparent, right? Like I don't think so, largely because I've spent so much my time also using English. However, you can definitely feel it when you're interpreting something. Whenever my parents have some business or something, I usually accompany them, like the airports, things that deal with the English nature. So then I have to interpret, and you have to switch between those type of things. It would become very cumbersome and stuff if you're dealing with like having to constantly do the one-to-one on the subject, object, and conjugation, or like different like tenses and whatnot.
打从。
大从. Okay, 大从. So you strike to follow. 大从. Huh. What do you got for me for this, 大从? Ever since I was struck by that car, my life that followed was completely different. Oh, interesting. What follows after being hit? Since? From that time I got hit by a car? Wow, that's pretty good. You could also use it as a figurative thing. From that time I got struck by an idea. Or since I got that idea, you know, struck with an idea. Like figuratively, as opposed to literally. But it is very visceral when you get struck by... that's a very visceral feeling. Interesting. 打从小时候起 起 I like 起床 right 起 that looks like 起 okay so 打从小时候起
打从小时候起。
起 oh is it oh it's 3 not 2 I was trying to make it sound 2 okay 起 oh interesting oh okay I see 打从那 oh that time yeah 那时候起 okay 打从
打从
oh and I absolutely love doing it this way. I'm really biased. I know it sounds like really biased. I like this one. I like that just enough, and the sentences are in a manner that kind of looks like they kept the same. So in Wanikani, right, Ko is trying to diversify, so the sentences are oftentimes there's like a mix, right? And that's cool. It exposes you to different type of sentences. This is the stuff that I'm a little bit more accustomed to right now because Duolingo does this. This is what Duolingo does. And earlier Blair was talking about like being automatically translating and whatnot, and I kind of like this way because if I needed to discover what the vocabulary is, right, it gives me a framework to compare everything. And oftentimes Duolingo can feel incredibly repetitive, largely because people are very well equipped in seeing the differences. So you might not even need to understand the differences of the words because you can find the right answer by exchanging them. However, when it comes to like trying to figure out stuff, it's great to figure out hidden like what is changed between two like sentences. So since childhood, since that time, if one does not even know any of those things, you can at least correlate with that. Now, one big asterisk about Wanikani is the translations might not necessarily help as much because of the difference in, you know, SVO and SOV, that kind of contrast. But in this case, I think Kevin deliberately, most of these sentences, they're kind of close to each other a lot of times in order to illustrate like different uses. And I think that's one thing I quite like about Duolingo's approach. However, the big however is there's not enough of it. Like even though there's 2 here, there could be 6 or 10 of those, and it ends up being like much smaller, right? So that's definitely a valid argument for the volume, especially for languages that are not as popular, and so they don't expand it as much. This is kind of neat. I enjoy that a lot. It almost feels like at home nowadays. So struck with that idea, right? Welcome back, Chen.
马
Ma. Ah, yes, the proverbial meme, right? Calling your mother a horse. The proverbial meme. Oh, that's a tail. Okay. All right, so we have the mane. All right, fair enough. Sense. Da tong is sense. Like sense something happened. Since yesterday, I want to quit Japanese. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That was an example. All right. I feel a little dirty after saying that. Okay, so this looks like a mane. I'm okay with that. Oh, because they're using hair. They're using the top left of hair. Okay. And then it also relates to long. And then it's part of the horse too. You can see it as being part of the horse. The horse mane. Synth. Sense. Sorry, this is a homophone. Yeah. Sense. Yeah. English! Homophone! Hooray! Hooray for English. Actually, this is a false homophone. This is a false homophone. For me, I say synth, so, to clarify sometimes, and sense for it. But I'm pretty sure most people just say sense for both. What is sense? Datong. Okay. Sense. Like, how do you define sense? Since. Since, like, afterwards. No. From the time of. From the time of. From the time of, like, sense this. So, sense going home. Yeah, it's time to Google. I actually don't have a really... I don't know how to define since. So I've often pronounced this now since, and sense, much like Chinese, actually, much like Mandarin. In the sense of the difference between, like, jing, right? Jing and jing, jing and jing. So you can actually make these slightly different. Although, in my opinion, most people don't. At least I don't think. I think they say sense most of the time. Like, since I was young versus that's common sense, right? Common sense since I was young. I do hear occasionally when people say since I was young, I had common sense. So since I was young, I had common sense. But as far as I remember in English, these are homophones, as in they're supposed to sound the same. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. I'm not an authority on English. Okay. A tail. I didn't think of it as a tail, but now I can definitely see it. This component depicts a tail with the vertical lines representing the hair. Okay. What the? I can't read that. Oh, Tong? Wait. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, basically from the time of the moment, the year of... Oh, okay. That was just describing time. Oh, it's describing the origin of that. Yeah, you're copying pasting the origin, the explainer of that phrase. I see. No, that's okay. I think I understand enough of the entry to understand what it's trying to explain. Interesting. So together you have a mane, a mane attached to a tail with a rod in between. Okay. You have to create a toy stick horse. I got you. Got you. A toy stick horse. Oh, there it is. Ma versus ma. Ma. You can't find sense. Is it a word? Oh! That's a misspelling, sorry. Since. My bad. Sorry, English problem. Womp womp. Since. With the C. Since with an S doesn't exist. Sorry. Yeah, since. Sorry. Well, that is I never said I was good at English, okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying I never said I never said I was good with English. You don't pronounce since as sense though, so I can differentiate them. Yeah, I don't either. I typically say since instead of sense. However, I'm pretty sure most people say sense. I don't know if you've been listening to other people talk. A strong E sound and a strong ah sound? Where does the ah sound come from? A? Where does the A sound come from? Dance? Which one's the E and which one's the A? Sense is a scenes. Okay, so scenes, and sounds. Scenes and sans? Scenes and sans? Okay. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. I didn't think of it that way. Ah. Uh mine is literal. Hard to describe, I know, but it's definitely not A. If you know the IPA, unfortunately, I wish I knew IPA. So the closest thing I can say is, it's not the same as viewing it this way, right? So this is more of a E. So this E. Yeah, I'm lazy to learn IPA too. Well, not lazy, but I'm gonna learn IPA in the future, right? But that doesn't affect how we're gonna communicate, unfortunately. Oh, it's the other way around. Oh. And then this is like, is it like this? Is that how that looks? Sorry, my mouse is, I'm not very good at. Or is it like A? So sans and sense. Oh, sorry. I misspelled. Sans and sense. Sans and sense. Alright, it's fine. I is like as in ship. Oh. Ip. Shint. And chance. Okay. Okay, I'm getting an idea. I'm getting an idea. We'll move on from this, but I can see how there can be more different sounds. Yeah. What am I saying, Maro? What am I saying when I'm saying since and sense? What is the IPA for since and sense? IPA is so interesting. I'm gonna have to learn IPA. I'm gonna have to do some IPA fun. Like I need to learn some IPA. Okay. Startle. Ding. Oh, wait, you think, oh, that's what, wait. Are you saying that's what Churn was saying? Since and since and sense is what I usually say, but I'm not entirely sure. Churn is saying, oh, well, shared that he is saying something that I don't understand if it's different or not. It's difficult for me to know if it's different or not. I think it's different. But for me, I say that. I say since and sense.
Ma.
Alright, what is Mario doing in the basement of the auditorium? Looking for a horse, obviously. Your first utterance of since sounded more like sense, but yeah. No. Well, I said sense first because I think that's what people say. So they say sense for both. Sense and sense. Since and sense are what I would say. Since yesterday, or since tomorrow, and then since yesterday. But I think Americans, as far as I know, I think Americans say since regardless, which then gets really confusing because there's also the American sense. Can you give me a sentence that used the word since? Ooh, I got one. Yeah, so I got one that's funny. Since I was young, I had common sense about 2 cents. Maybe about giving my 2 cents. Sense. Largely because the T has fallen off in American accents, right? So you don't say sense like the scent, like kind of like yeah, the T is more or less silent. So then it can kind of sound like sense. Sense. I still kind of emphasize the T a little, like sense. But it's like more or less lost. And since I was young, I had common sense about giving my 2 cents. Oh yeah. Isn't it interesting? I'm not even sure if I can tell the difference. You don't use it, never heard of it before. I see. The da cong. What is a way to say that? That you would say churn in Chinese, in Mandarin, or in Chinese because it could be Malay as well. What would I say? From? From is sometimes good enough. From? I think European-ish would also do from. Using from instead. Like from the time I was young. Something like that. Or from this much to that much. You need to give I don't know what I just said. The same sentence. How would you say since I was young? I guess it would be like 我还 when whole, right? It would be whole. We would use whole, right? Or oh. yeah. 当我小时候的 yeah 小时候的 right that time when I was a kid or the time when I was smaller or younger. Yeah, good point. Good point. Looking for a horse. Okay, so Mario is in the basement of the auditorium looking for a horse among the stage props for play they are putting on. Okay. He finally finds one and gives it a matching red hat with an H for horse instead of a usual M. He gets on the horse and they trot towards the basement stairs. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Neat. Horse-drawn carriage. Matcha, 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 matcha. Ma Shang. Yeah, Ma Shang. That's probably Tima. Tima. Whoops, Tima, not Tima. Tima. And circus. Ma Zheng? Ma Xi. Oh my goodness. Ma Xi. The heck is that left radical? Okay. Wait, do we do this? That? Yes. Probably. Ponytail. Oh, that makes sense. Ma Wei. Oh, it even has the... Yeah. Okay. Alright, whoops.
Ma.
Oh.
打从
关门
关门 马
Alright. So many.
是
Oh, 是 Huh. Okay. Look at it for sure. 这是 I mean, like, this one. Huh. Okay, suit. I'm gonna be real. Suit is very awfully specific, but oftentimes I use this character as a relationship to a piece of clothing. But yeah, that would make sense too. A lot of the stuff deals with in the entire suit. So like the pants, the shirt, the dress. Yeah, I kind of get where they're going with this suit. This is a depiction of a fancy suit. They didn't look at it like that. The stroke sticking out of the bottom left represents the coattail. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. With the two small strokes on the right representing a tie. Ah, the other way around. Okay. All right. I like it. I like it. It could also be really misinterpreted, but looking at it that way. Inside the chu chu right, chu as in like show, right? Yeah, show. Like 手心下 or 最初 chu ooh. Really? Suit plus that? Trouser, yeah, cool. And be. Oh, I didn't realize be is quilt. Also 裙. Okay.
是
Okay, walking eye and suit. What is Shrek doing in the bathroom? What is Shrek doing in the bathroom of the house with a suit and a walking eye? Shrek is in the bathroom of the house where there are some suits, okay, hanging on the curtain wall. Shrek, who just washed them in the bathtub, looks at them closely. He noticed a bulge in one of the pockets of a suit and reaches in, pulling out a walking eye. The walking eye, startled, closely looks at Shrek. Okay, that's... And of course, we have to look at, inspect, inspecting, inspects, look at, looks at. Yes, indeed. Indeed. 电视. Oh, right. Oh, that makes this make sense now. 电视. I haven't looked at it that way. Haha. Badum dum. Sorry. Oh. 视觉视觉视觉 This clarifies so many things. I did not have any like meaning attached to this character yet. It does remind me of the other one, though. The one that is like what am I looking for? It's dang it. I'm looking for Jing, right? Jing. Yeah, I often think about Jing. This reminds me of the context of anything that deals with this radical here. So it'll be interesting to see what the relationship between these two are. Anything that has like this thing in it. Okay. Okay. To overlook. The one thing that I still have a complaint, sort of a complaint about, is the thing that shows that it's not unlocked yet. It makes it so hard to see the tone marker, and it's difficult sometimes to know what it is. Not that I need to be worried about it, but oh, 视频. Yeah, that. Oh, and there's that version too. Okay. The pinyin could be adjusted. Yeah, it could be adjusted for sure. We'll see what Kevin ends up doing. I'm not a guy to complain about it, so I'm sure it might be in the works. Kevin, the developer, constantly says like, oh, this is in the queue, this is in the queue. So whenever something comes up, it's not foreseen if it's already in the queue. Kevin gets to things when he queues up whatever. Oh, and it wasn't Kevin this time that posted the back end of the new update. It was actually Phil, his brother. His brother does a lot of the coding as well. Actually, I think his brother is the primary coder, potentially. That's why like Kevin might be the one who's like he responds to all the comments and community feedback and feature requests a lot of times. I think he codes as well, but I think his brother Phil is the major coder. Kevin is the one that's currently residing in Taiwan. And Phil is still over here in the United States. They both happen to be Floridians, which is kind of funny because when it comes to when I started learning Japanese and Chinese, one of the three most common Americans that I have spoken to are from Florida, especially in a specific time zone. Like in the evening times, it would be like Florida. Then if it gets a little bit later, it hits Texas, and then a little bit later, it's California. And Chinese, the speaking natives outside of Chern is an exception. I've met Taiwanese, of course, because outside the wall, right? It's outside of the wall. 是 yeah
是
是
刺
刺刺 dagger. Oh really? Bill? Oh, actually, I can kind of see where they're going with Bill. So a dagger, huh? That's fine. It looks look. If you look closely, the part to the left is a very small handle. All right, I'll give it to you. The carry on the back. Ooh. Oh yeah. Who? Anxious. 你 Thou? That is such a good way to interpret Ning. Thou? That's funny. There's a big story about thou, by the way, in terms of English, why we don't like. There's like several people who tried to explain why thou is no longer used in English lexicon, like in colloquial English, how it became you as opposed to thou. I think I might have recently seen another person talk about why thou got dropped in English. But that's funny because Ning is dropped a lot too. Like I don't use this very often, even though there are opportunities to use this. That's kind of funny. I kind of like it. The comparison, the parallels between the word thou and Ning. Brittle. 脆 a weird one. Okay. Dagger. I don't want to talk about it. I misspell dagger all the time. I'm not. It's okay. It's okay. I do misspell dagger quite often because I use A and E sometimes. I don't know. It's kind of like O, A, and E at the end of words. English things. I know that's an excuse, but English things. Okay, how do you get a bill? So there's a dagger, a person holding a dagger. Maybe they want the bills paid. A person comes up to you and hands you a bill, listing all the money you owe them. In their other hand is a dagger, which they will stab you if you don't pay up. Okay, I like that. We're fine. Oh, yeah, there it is. 欠 to owe. 催 Oh, 催 instead of 刮. Song, yeah. Right, 歌 wrong. 让 off. And 次, which is what we're gonna get to. Okay.
刺
次 次. So Casper is in the bathroom of the house, sure. Sitting on the toilet. As a ghost, sitting on the toilet. Then a strange occurrence happens. Someone runs into the bathroom and hands Casper a bill for using the toilet, then runs out. Before Casper can even process it, this occurrence happens again. Now Casper has 2 bills for using the bathroom. Gotcha. That's where they get the 2. Although, I do have to admit, this one is a little weird because I think it can be this. So that is that could be seen as 2 drops, but it's still gonna fit the demonic. Or are they different? Xiangzi. No, they're not. That confirms it. Yeah. Xiangzi. 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 Didn't we get the last one just now? Oh, it was an example. Qi, yeah. Qi. 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 每次 yeah, 每次次数这数 order instead of like is that the same as like no, probably not. No. Okay.
4
Okay. All right. Let's go suit. Shoot.
是
是
4
All right, last batch of lessons today. What do we have? Dwell. Oh, that dwell. Not that dwell. Not to dwell. Wait, does it mean both dwells? I don't think it means both dwells. Ooh. To dwell as in like to occupy. Not to dwell as in to linger. Oh wait, but it can also... Lingering is like to occupy though. Sometimes the scepter is used as a candlestick. All one needs to do is put a drop of wax on the top along with a little wick and light it on fire. I like this one. I like this one. What was... So Wanikani went with king. And then when the king is manipulating water, it becomes a master. As opposed to a scepter is what a king has or holds. And if you put a drop of wax... Or you can, yeah, if you put a drop of wax on there, you can light it up and it becomes a candlestick. I think that's a less of a leap than master, from king to master. Interesting. How am I gonna negotiate that? Probably not. It's far enough apart. Yeah, there's master. I wonder how they're gonna link explaining master with a candlestick. to 住房住 station. Oh, a horse and a candlestick. Interesting. I might get this one wrong a couple
住
times. All right. So what is this? George Costanza in the bathroom of the house. Okay. George Costanza is in the bathroom of the house where he now dwells, right? Stay and reside. Okay, so there's no linger. There's no linger dwelling. Dwells after losing his job. Slender Man came in with a candlestick, right? With a lit candlestick without knocking, which makes George angry. Oh, what? Now they're Slenderman is buddies with George. Can you knock next time? I dwell here, man. Come on. Ugh, that one's a little rough. Because there's not anything very specific about dwelling. I guess if you're really upset about losing your job, you would be hanging out in the bathroom of the house, right? And Slenderman is just being a champ, you know? Slenderman is coming in with a candlestick checking on his bro. Yeah, to dwell. I'm not sure if this also... Let's look up... Ooh. How do I... Oh no, there's plenty of words to use for this, like... Dao. Yeah. To dwell on something? Wait, I'm kind of curious. If I typed in dwell in MDBG's dictionary, do I get both dwells? To reside, to perch, jacks, to avoid the importance and dwell on the trivial? Oh, okay, it does. Okay. But mostly to be used as the act of occupying something. The magpie made a nest. The turtle dove dwells in it. What the heck is this? This is an idiom. Tre, 垂巧，垂巧椒姜，垂巧椒姜姜，垂巧椒姜，垂巧椒姜。The magpie made a nest. Okay, I can see that. The turtle dove dwells in it. Intriguing. So that's supposed to be a way to say to reap where one has not sown? That's kind of neat. Oh, here's another one. To avoid the importance and dwell on the trivial. To keep silent about major changes while omitting minor ones. B中就九避中九轻避中九轻 avoid heavy simply easy. Oh, I see. Okay. I can't. It'll be a fun time when we start guessing at idioms. I think I'm already looking forward to that in Chinese than in Japanese. There's just still way too much things about Japanese that can't really do a lot of guessing. I do look forward to when my character reading gets a little bit more embellished in Japanese. It's definitely much less than Chinese. I think Chinese, even with Just considering Duolingo alone, it's still double the volume that Japanese had in 2/3 of the time. Largely because the course is a lot longer and they take their time. It was dedicated to kana for quite some time. 1/3 of it was dedicated to kana before they started introducing characters. The cover with the hand. I like yo, jiao no, wu zhu. Okay. Wu zhu. Yeah, wu zhu. To tie up. 双柱 柱 ooh, 住房 really 住房 okay, I mean it makes sense. To seize 抓 住 I don't think I've said chua at all. Like that sound. 堵住 Oh, blocked. Oh, that kind of makes sense with the 堵车, right? 堵车, it's the same 堵. I guess it has something to do with impeding or getting in the way or getting stuck. Like stymied. 堵车 versus 堵住 堵住 blocked or traffic jam. Interesting. To dwell.
See.
Interesting that it's not to live in two, like to live or to reside. Oh wait, I think they had reside as one of the alternatives. But to dwell. See, joy, yes. This was associated with Japanese before it was associated with Chinese. See. Let's see, beans. Oh, I can get it, beans, because of tofu, right? Do. Drums. It's like putting a cross on top of beans. Okay. All right, beans. How are you convincing me? I don't even need a mnemonic for this. It's beans. That's do, as in tofu. Soybeans. This component, or tofu. Sorry, the soybean part. This component depicts a pot. Okay. The bottom stroke is some sort of stand. Yes, I see that. The box in the middle is the actual pot, and the top is the lid. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Go. For beans. Pole. I didn't realize that there was beans. This brings a whole new meaning for using your beans. You know, your marbles upstairs, your beans. Duan. Yeah, Duan is one that has beans. What is ceremony? The tea. Oh my goodness. Characters. Oh, beans. Alright. Drum. So you have a soldier on top of beans. Okay, so a soldier could not find his drum, so he used a pot of beans instead. Picture a huge pot of beans hanging from the neck of the soldier that he uses as a drum? Oh, that type of, okay. Okay. I see that. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, I got you. Drums. We're fine. That explains that. Gu. Is this the same Gu? Yeah, 故事, right? 故事. Is that? No, I don't think so. No, it's not close enough. Dang. Nah, it's not close enough. Gu. Oh, could this also be? No, not either. Okay. Kitchen. Oh. Cool. That didn't change it. I don't think this changed. Oh, they could have. There is a chance. There is a chance this was simplified some. 厨房, right? 厨房. Yeah, the top, the soldier was simplified with one stroke. So it actually ends up looking like bean. So they took the drum and just axed it and say like, nah, screw the drum. We're just gonna stick with bean. Yeah, I was like, I think that the soldier is missing. Intriguing. Shu, yeah, and then shu, you just remove the soldier. Jia, to commend. Interesting.
See.
I'm having so much fun with this. Okay, see, what is Xena doing in the basement of the house? Full of joy, she has a drum that she kisses with her mouth. Got it? And starts playing it like a warrior drummer. There's a neat sword emblem on the bass drum underlying joy with a smiling mouth for the... Oh, wait. The heck? There's a neat sword emblem. Oh, for the little thing on the... Okay, fair enough. Intriguing. Xena's having the time of her life. To be fond of, yeah. Wait. CI. That's interesting. CI. 喜欢 喜 Oyus. 喜亲 pleasant surprise. The heck is that? Okay, we have a foreman, a horse. I don't know if those are cacti at top, and there's so many things. There's a prison and a mouth. Oh my goodness. This stuff is gonna get so complicated in the future. And I'm looking forward to it. 惊喜 喜腿 细腿 okay.
See.
I'm ready for these mnemonics to be like a paragraph long. It's just gonna be so absurd. Is it a candlestick? What was it? Candle light? Candlestick.
Zhu. See.
Yeah, beans. All right. Now time for the dopamine session. This is where HanziHero has an edge because of the sound. So time for the dopamine session. Let's go. Oh, is this the special one? 男子.
男
Yes.
子
Yeah. Wei Lai.
回来
Okay. 好人.
好人
Fang. Ah, that's Fang. Okay. All right. All right. I have my composure still. 大香. Not Jasha. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold up. I need to pause. If I don't pause, I make multiple errors in between. Okay. Okay, so let's pause and double check this. Yes.
方
Oh no. I think it's... Yes.
儿 再生
Okay. 书本.
书本
不用.
不用
Not useful, but that... I don't think they take not useful. No need? Do not need? No. I'm gonna say not useful. No, see, like, oh wait. Don't, like, need not? Uh... Uh... Am I tempted to add this? No, I'm not tempted enough. Oh, wait. Is this still evening? I don't know if this changed it up. Okay. Hold. We can double check this. Harry Potter is in the infirmary.
很
Okay. 打开.
打开
Oops.
右 下山
Can I use descend? I don't know if I can use descend. I think descend is fine. Okay.
没有，
Oh, whoops. 同事
同事， 男，
or male, sure. No, it's fine too. 不对，
不对，
上午
上午，
现在
现在，
was this a oh no, was this a spike? I think this was a spike, right? Yes. 一同
一同，
simultaneously? Oh no. Oh, it's just same. Probably just same. Oh, this is simultaneously. 同时同时
同时， 大， 师，
Jeez, I typed me right there.
界面，
Oh, this is different. Or is this still... So this was like the... umbrella on top of a ground was... And the bottom was different too. Yeah, this is definitely different than the actual meaning. I don't remember what the bottom part is, but it's a TP, right? A TP. They want for the TP on something. It was definitely something I didn't think about. I thought it was more of an elbow. I don't know. We'll put present, but it's not correct. A clock. It's a TP. Oh, and it's telling the time. It was the hand of a clock. Yeah, that one's gonna be a little tough.
新手，
班
同班，
together? Oh no. All right, this might be a problem too. Oh no, that's a problem. What is that, 4 now? We can spot check the... I don't say this as together, but...
金，
It's not present. It's now. Wait. Oh, what? Oh, okay. We'll have to think about that one too. Buddha.
不大，女，能手，
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. It's an expert. I got the two mixed up. Oh, they just want now? Did I not add present last time? I'm adding present. Do I? No, I just gotta remember that.
对手，不同，9月，
外来。
外来，
Oh no. Um. Guess we're gonna go. It's to appear. Oh no, it's external. Oh my gosh. Outside works too. Oh, I got three things mixed up. Oh no. I got three things. There are three things that are overlapping right now. Oh no. Oh no. English is too limited. There's too much limitations on
节，
English.
T,
Oh, there, Proko. Did you just get up, Proko? I'm pretty alright. Good morning? What was this? Cleats, paintbrush, spray. Cleats, paintbrush, spray. Someone is cleaning. Someone is cleaning their cleats with a pen and a patented spray. Jimmy Neutron. In the bathroom. And in the English manner. You won't be here too long. You're just here to take your mind off stuff and hopefully go to sleep. Oh, so you haven't slept yet. Okay, okay. I was thinking maybe the other day you were mentioning about getting some sleep and getting ready for your thing. So maybe you woke up early, you know, the other way around.
进，是，
I'm hoping to sleep early too today. You missed the football match due to train delays, and then about an hour ago you got robbed, which I'm still shaking from. I'm sorry to hear that. That is definitely a really upsetting chain of events. You gonna be okay? Do you have anybody with you? Oh, wait. The heck? This is like the reverse of the other one. Yeah, it was scary, but you didn't get harmed, and it happened in a place you're just visiting, so you don't know it will cause much paranoia about going outside in the future. Alright. Well, I imagine you managed to settle most of your affairs with that. I don't know how things are taken care of where you are. But you're not, you're okay.去乡一线去线
出现，
出现那曲线出现
在
Am I going to bed soon? Or is it not that late yet? After I complete this, I'm going to bed. So I can, like, try to get a little bit earlier. A little bit earlier for the next 2 days before I start the next thing. Hopefully.
桌 早上
The heck? Ah! Oh, that's the opposite. I'm being I'm not thinking clearly anymore. Dang it. It's third. Oh man, my percentage is dropping way too low. I need to focus. This is probably the worst I've done in a very long time. Let's double check this. I'm making too many errors back to back. I need to slow down. Let's see. So Frodo is in the bathroom of the chapel. What is Frodo doing in the bathroom of the chapel with a compass and the foreman? Yes.
放
What is... Wait, did I... Oh my gosh. No, it was correct. I guess they want how is not part of it. How is not part of it. That's actually kind of annoying. I might have to think about that too. You don't know if it comes off like this, but I'm not talking about me being robbed for sympathy, but for some reason I feel inclined to just tell someone about it. It's been figure out I feel like that. I've been trying to figure out why I feel like that. I mean, that's perfectly healthy to do something like that. At least in my opinion. So...
爱
love. Wait, was this carriage?
"差不多
Okay.
作用 茶 在家
Okay, I can check this. Xena is outside of the English manor with the sun and life. Sun and alien. Sun and alien. Something about like being blinded and seeing an alien suddenly appear. Oh, was it Xena though? Yes.
心
And it was a star, right? Oh man, what was this? Handsaw? Okay.
开
Saloon gates. We have saloon doors and gates. So Kai is Kermit the Frog outside painting a gate. But if I do
楼上 妹妹
does it help when you tell someone else? Do you have family, friends, and other people close to you that you're able to also have these type of interactions? Was this wedge? I'm not sure if this was wedge. Or was it TP? I think TP needs a ground, right? So this is the wedge.
白菜
cocoon?
昨天，区，国，两，家，地，大，
That's fine. I added the other one.
后，
Oh, you have a you have a good. I don't know if you were talking to me. I was talking to you about having people to talk to, but yes, you do and will when you get home from where you're visiting. Oh, okay, okay. So you're not at home yet? Okay, well that's I I find that a little bit more reassuring, right? If you're home already, I was kind of a little bit concerned that if that's how you feel about telling someone, and you're still at home, right? Like you have access, hopefully you have some body at home, right? So you're still away. I see. Sorry to hear about your game, though. That's the last thing. Yeah, I was kind of. That's unfortunate how that stuff worked out. Are you able to get home with like? I imagine you're able to get home, or maybe someone is able to pick you up or something. What is this? Cocoon, Foreman, sandals. What the heck was with a cocoon, Foreman, and sandals? Oh wait. It's Harry Potter is in the bathroom of the bakery. The heck? Guess I'm gonna say afterward. Or nope, that's not. Oh no! Oh no! Right, I just talked about this earlier. Yeah, I talked about behind earlier. It's not afterwards, but it's after. They take after for it. Okay. Womp womp. The potential positive from this is that it happened when you were trying to buy some recreational things, which might help you do that less, but also it means I think I'm going to somewhat tweak the story when talking to your parents about it. I see. You're going to get the train home, which is going to be 6.5-hour journey, which may not be to an American, but it's considered very long. I think 6.5 hours is a long time. Yeah, I see. Are you doing that tomorrow? No. 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 Yes. 叫好.
叫好，
What? 大楼。
大楼
Yeah, that after an hour behind. Oh, did anything change here? No, I don't think anything. Okay, so we have plenty of things to go over today. Oh my goodness, that is the most I've ever seen in a small while. Actually, oh, that's because the range is not adjusted. Oh my gosh. Here we go. That's not too bad. From today to tomorrow, yes. That's not too bad. That's within tolerable measures. Yes, you have an all-day ticket, so we'll decide when to go back on when you wake up. I see. I don't imagine you could... Are you able to like make more of the trip while you're there anyways? Or what you lost might make it very difficult? Whatever that butthead did made it difficult. And I imagine because of that you were traveling alone. That kind of sucks. But I imagine you're traveling alone at the moment. I haven't traveled alone in a while. Oh, actually, I lie. I guess I have, sort of. I usually travel for being around a lot of people. What the heck was this clock? I messed up on clock. Clock. Forests. Tail. Main. Suit. Dagger. Bill. Candlestick. Drum. Beans. You'll take a stop at a cafe in the station that has the longest transfer time between trains and have a coffee and sandwich so you won't have to rush about it too much. Alright. Alright. Were you planning on heading back now? Or are you just heading back early? Okay. So are we doing reads? Yeah, we're doing scene. Scene. 两马 是 次 促 起 OK 一同能手那些从从不从事关 像一些打从观念 Funnily enough, this experience of being raw reminded you of what we talked about last stream when talking about the difference in knowing the facts of war and knowing the feeling of experiencing it. Is it something that is are you in what way have you felt that way? Has anything come to the realization? I imagine then knowing what it's like to be robbed or having like this interaction, that experience was much more revealing. Hopefully it's something constructive. It is something that does happen, and oftentimes like I can't particularly empathize with this because I don't think I've had an experience that's gonna ever be similar to what you're experiencing. So I really can't really say I can say much about what it's like, but I do know that in situations like this, having you know, friends and family being very accessible is would be the most encouraging thing to have around. I know that this stuff happens, so oftentimes when I'm traveling, I typically travel with another person. And that doesn't necessarily mean it'll reduce the odds of stuff like this from happening, you know, wherever you are in any country, really. I understand there are countries, some people might say, oh, this will never happen here, never happen here. That's perfectly fine. But oftentimes, even having people traveling together with someone else, the goods often can outweigh the maybe the nuisances when people are around. The memory of feeling has somewhat made you feel more understanding of similar experiences, which even though you've always been empathetic of, may make you even more empathetic. Yeah, that's understandable. And at the moment, I've already obviously voiced the I haven't ever encountered such a situation. I don't think, interestingly enough, I don't think across my entire life, even past like our discussions about discrimination and like fighting, bullying, I actually earnestly could say there wasn't anything that was necessarily for. Oh, there are a couple times. There are a couple times, but because I was so young, right? It was more like kids stealing things from kids. So that would be the closest type of experience that I could have, and that's so far in the past. You know, bullies stealing things or attempting to steal things from me, that's occurred, but it's rarely a substitute for something as much later in life, you know, between adults, right? So hopefully it sucks. It's one of those things that you learn and maybe it makes you stronger, but unfortunately, right, like you don't get a reward. Like it's very tough to see it as anything other than it's a bad actor. Although maybe I don't know what your motivations are on traveling alone, right? Traveling alone, perhaps um the silver lining here is there might be like ways for you to look at traveling with other people as an option. I earnestly have avoided being walking and doing walking in situations alone. I typically have one or two people around. The closest times when I'm alone is probably commuting when in work environments, you know, like walking home and whatnot. So even then, I used to work. I used to work in a city that is arguably one of the most dangerous cities, right? Arguably one of the most quote unquote dangerous cities because petty theft is really, really high in the cities. And even then, I've lived there for over 7 years. And the way I went about it didn't actually ended up having me encounter that. Now, with that said, my my mentor, my mentor, who lives actually not that distinctively far away, she ended up getting mugged. So, it, you know, it's a very unlucky situation. I'm not saying you have to find someone. It's always nice to lower the odds of these things happening. Like colleagues and people around me were mugged and got in these situations. So I I haven't done it. Luck was not like I haven't been unlucky. So it's not something I can empathize with, but I hope that it becomes more of a memory for strength. The Unfortunately, you don't think that's an option as most of your traveling is to or from university, which you don't have anyone that travels the same journey as you. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's my closest relation as well. The times when I was alone, when I'm walking alone, is when I was away at university. So I basically was away for 7+ years. And then the other years I had roommates, right? The other years I have roommates. Oh there, Hideo. Oh there, Kazuma. Yeah, I think reminding yourself of the fact that being robbed was unlikely, but being robbed twice is even more unlucky might help. Yeah, yeah, that's probably what I would say. I'm glad to hear that no harm happened. But that's incredible. That's a great silver lining. Uh, Interestingly enough, I think all the situations that happened in the city that I lived in, um, most of my colleagues were not resistant. They ended up, you know, they got their stuff taken, but almost all of them were unharmed. In fact, you hear a lot of students in the city. They were kind of drunk. That's how they got mugged. So they were out at night. Like there, there are situations where people make decisions that increases the odds. But yeah, that really really sucks. Just gotta kick it, and hopefully you can turn your day around and turn your weekend around. Right? You still have a weekend, right? Is today Friday? It's Saturday for you. Yeah. Talking about it. Also, I'm being angry about it. That's acceptable. That's acceptable. You should be angry about it. So if you're like trying to voice your frustration at how like to need something to be angry at, that's also a very acceptable way of coping and or dealing with being unlucky. Because being unlucky just sucks. I There are times when someone may be really really closed off after such an experience, and without sharing it and being like, openly angry, that could that may, you know, drag someone down for some time. So hopefully you get home, enjoy a nice meal, enjoy your nice break, get back to the company of family and friends. If there is a serious threat to your health or life, I will nearly always try to do the mostly likely thing to keep you safe, no matter what that makes me seem like in terms of honor and manliness. That's fair. That sounds a very reasonable way to think about it. Yeah. Yeah. Come to think of it, I think my parents. Yeah, it's an unlikely case, even in the higher cases. My parents and I don't think any of us, I'm not even sure if my sister encountered it as well. Yet. Yeah. Sleep well today, right? Sleep well when you get a chance. Hopefully the shock and the realization subsides early. And life goes on, right? Life goes on. Yeah, me too. Me too. I hope that stays the case. Yep. And I hope that stays the case for you as well. It really could be like that. And then you get to look forward to all the other life's pleasures, right? Life pleasures, growing older, becoming slower, not being able to do cartwheels and somersaults. Anyway, I am kidding. Of course, I'm trying to lighten up the other life's pleasures. Enjoying a good meal, though. You gotta enjoy a good meal. Treat yourself. Well, if there's anyone that's happy, I'm happy to hear you're safe. Let's try to let's go over these things. So Jimmy Neutron is outside of the infirmary. They've got a whole life's worth of small nerfs each few years to look forward to. Yes. And you also have a whole life of small buffs you can acquire, right? Small buffs and a skill building of stat points to acquire before it's all said and done. This is a temporary debuff, okay, bro? You gotta shake off the temporary debuff. Hopefully the timer, the cooldown, the duration of the debuff is like 1 day. You wake up tomorrow, go about your business. Nothing like a resting period will to remove a debuff. How is Jimmy Neutron doing a clock thing? Jimmy Neutron was outside of the infirmary looking at the clock underneath the... Oh, that's why it didn't stick. Was it for the present? Or now? It's now. I don't understand this one. Jimmy Neutron is in the... Trying to find out, oh, what time is it now? And oh yeah, there's the 4:20 joke. Okay. Alright, Kevin. Alright, Kevin, you and your 420. I guess we're gonna have to keep in mind 420 is the key. We're gonna add 420 is the key. What time is it? What time is it now? It's 420. I gotta keep that in mind. Okay. And then Link. Link is in the basement of the chapel. The heck is Link doing in the basement of the chapel? Oh, the carriage thing. He's like pulling the peeps in the carriage. Pulling the two guests in the carriage. Yeah, as each current moment is the longest time you've ever had to build buffs. Indeed. One could also say that the buffs, you've already built the constitution to handle those situations, right? Much like you said earlier about serious threats. It's on the flip side, you have an assurance that you are able to act in a controlled and safe manner in those situations. One could say that now you have a resilience to encountering those situations in the future, provided, you know, if someone else is in trouble or whatnot, you have some resilience now. Ma is Mario in the bathroom of the auditorium doing something with a horse. And then mane and tail leads to horse. The heck was my... Oh, wait. Oh, not in the bath. Oh, yeah, in the bathroom. Wait. Oh. Not in the bathroom, sorry, in the basement. Mario is in the basement of the auditorium looking for... like rehearsing. So he looked for a toy horse in which it had like a cute little hat with an H on it for the play that they have to do, right? Yeah. He was looking for a costume. The heck was... Okay. Sure. Shrek. Bathroom. House. Shrek, bathroom, house. What is he doing with a bill? Oh, wait. No, not a bill. What is he doing with a suit and a walking eye? Oh, he was checking a suit in which he was cleaning. And he found a walking eye. And the walking eye stared back, looked at him. He was looking at a suit and discovered... Yeah, to look at. Jeez. And then we have Casper. Casper in the bathroom of the house. Being served a bill. The dagger leads to the explaining of the bill. Served 2 bills for using the bathroom before you even know it occurred. 2 occurrences. Then we have George Costanza. George is in the bathroom. There's a lot of bathroom here. In the bathroom of the house. Dwelling on something. So Slender Man Slender Man. Oh, he lost his job. So Slender Man came in with checked up on his bro with a candlestick, and George Costanza is like, just let me. It's George Costanza. Like, just let me dwell. Like, yo, bro, this is where I dwell. It's kind of funny because there's a double meaning to this, because he could be dwelling on the fact that he's lost his job. This is where George lives now, in the bathroom, sulking. So Xena is in the basement of, oh man, the house is getting, everyone's at their house. This is where the beans lead to the interpretation of the drum. And then Xena is super overjoyed with the drum that she has. She's just going to town in the basement. And now I have a lot of errors, so we have to go through a lot of errors. Which ones will I be worried about tomorrow? That's the question. Wait, that's the wrong direction. So which ones will I be worried about? No need. This one I'm not worried about. It's a combination that I keep writing incorrectly because it's not exactly what they want. Does no need work? Maybe not need works too. No need and not need works. This one, this is a non-issue too, because it's others, but it also means other people. And it was the same for the other one, where it's other people, but didn't accept others. But I think both of them overlap, so that's fine. This one was bad. I missed the tone. And then that was it, right? I missed the tone. Yes, Frodo in front, yes. No. I did it again. Fung. Yeah. That's the tone that I missed. Fung. Frodo's in front of the chapel. Right? Yeah, so I missed the tone. That could be a problem. How do I screw this up? Oh, that I thought too rapidly. This is xiang was what I missed. The second part. Xiang. So 在香 whoops 在香 I miss this definition every once in a while. Oh no, wait. Just kidding. That's not the one. Wait, it is the one. Yes. Because I get it confused with coming out. So why do I? External. This one's a problem too. I got messed up so hard. I typed good morning, but that's 早上好. But they wanted morning, but since I typed good morning, I thought, I was like, wait a minute. Is it evening? And this one threw me for a loop. I was kind of triggered by this one. But it is 早上好 is good morning, and then this is morning. But we're kind of breaking. I'm not sure if that's pedantic or not. I drew a blank on this. Oh, because of behind. But I was thinking after. But I typed afterwards, which is slightly different. So it's behind and after. I anticipated this was gonna be a problem at some point, so I'm just gonna keep at it for now. I knew what I meant, but that doesn't mean I typed the correct response. Clock. I guess now we're doing 420. So that's fine. We have an additional thing. And then now, what time is it? 420? So they were linked because of being destabilized by clock. I wrote present too, but I added present because present is fine, which wasn't acceptable. That's why this showed up too. And then this one wasn't as great. It's twice. It's together. I wrote same and then simultaneous, which that's not either of them. It's together. So we need to do that. This was, I thought it was expert at first, but then I thought it could be capable assistant. Which one's capable assistant? This is expert. I second guessed myself and then wrote capable assistant. Was it Xiao too? Might be Xiao. Something Xiao. Oh, it's, oh my gosh. Okay, never mind. It's 左右手. That's really far. I should have thought about that. And I messed up the tone on Liang. I wrote 2. All right. So what are the problems? What are the problems we have that I want to overcome? So不用, no need. Need was a very strong word, so I don't really associate 用, 不用, or need, but more like no use, right? It's not necessarily as strong as 不需要, right? No need. So this is a little bit contentious. I'm not the greatest on that. And then again, we have clock, 420, and now oops. Liang. Yi Tong. Oops. Yi Tong. Together. That's fine. That's fine. Bung is Frodo in front of the chapel, looking for the direction to the sacred compass. Behind is bad. None. I think Dang's behind. Oh. Was Foreman. It was I had a problem with this mnemonic. So Harry Potter was in the bathroom of the bakery, right? The bakery. And I don't know how the sandal fits into this. So he was searching. There was something about like the foreman jumped out of the cocoon behind him. Yeah, see, this one's kind of weak. Where's Hull? Let's look at Hull. Harry Potter is in the bathroom of the bakery. He has a suspicious feeling with sitting on the toilet and looks behind him. Oh, behind him on the wall is a small cocoon. Harry jumps up and throws his sandal at it, and it's suddenly a foreman. Yeah, see, that's tough. Oh man, that one is that one's gonna be tough. So I guess the part that I have to remember is he's looking behind him and he's throwing something at a cocoon to reveal someone. Okay. An external. Why lie? But why lie? External. I think that's pretty good. We put some time into it, some thought. I don't even know how to write this one. Oh, they swapped up the directions. The nung, go. Nung, show. Expert. I spoofed. I spooked myself off this. So I thought expert, and I'm like, is expert like Japanese? Which for the Japanese one was Eugene. Yeah? Yeah, Eugene. Right? Eugene. And I was thinking, oh, this doesn't look like Eugene. So it could be the capable assistant. But yesterday, I clearly remember, or 2 days ago, I think, I clearly remember telling myself, oh, this is different. And I thought it was the same. So I kind of spooked myself off of it. Yeah, I double played myself. That's fine. We'll be more vigilant tomorrow. All right, folks, that's a wrap. 2 a.m. That's not a really great time, right? At least I got 3 extra hours. So I think tomorrow we're not going to start the video game thing yet. Try to get a little bit earlier. I might have to reduce the volume of HanziHero again. Or for the first time. I might change Wanikani's thing too into ordered. And then with audio, see what happens. Because we gotta liberate some time as well. Alright folks, that's a wrap. Thank you again. I'll be back tomorrow. Taking it easy. Gonna try to get started on the usual time. And get well rested. So thanks for hanging out, chilling. Gonna watch this later. 谢谢. Until next time. 下次再聊吧. Right. Chat next time. Again, stay safe, stay healthy. Right. Stay safe, stay healthy. Make proactive decisions, voluntary proactive decisions. Better oneself for preventive sake. For unfortunate potential life surprises, both bad and good. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye bye now.